wanna be the very best, but no one ever
Pikachu! Okay, no one understands me.
Pokemon translator activated.
I've been stuck in this body for over 28 years. I'm supposed to be a fucking Raichu. Don't you understand that feeling? When you're trying to evolve, literally and emotionally and metaphorically in so many different ways, but you just stay in the same body. None of you understand what I'm saying because all you guys Do you know the last time I had a shower? I'm an electric type. I'm hydrophobic. This is my third cigarette in 2 hours. That doesn't sound like a lot, but in mouse time, that's a lot. Being 28 years old for a mouse, I should be dead by now. But I keep traveling, Ash keeps moving me, and I'm like, I just want to fucking die. Everyone else can grow up. But you know what? I get to go to Hawaii looking places. And these new versions that look like me with these names that make no fucking sense. But you know what? In just a little bit of time, I gotta look all cute. Pikachu. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. Aren't you tired? Aren't you all tired? No, none of you understand what the fuck I'm saying. You all hear me? Okay. You know what? Whoever I'm gonna be with is gonna just look at me. You see a cute little mouse with a tail. Don't worry, it's there. But I guess that's it. This is the life I'm gonna live.
Hey, I'm Seth Meyers! And actually, there's been a bit of a mistake, so I have to make a correction. If you know the show, that's a thing I do. Maddox said that Dave Barclay is going to be doing like an impression of Seth Meyers tonight, but actually I'm the real Seth Meyers. And tonight I'm going to be doing an impression of Dave Barclay. Because Dave Barclay is arguably the more successful comedian. If you're a fan of the show, Seth Meyers holds up things like this. But if you're not, then you won't get that reference. That's you're probably wondering why I don't have a desk here. Normally Seth Meyers has a desk, but I'm playing Dave Barclay tonight, so that Dave Barclay does not own a desk, which explains his writing. So that's why I'm just going to stand here instead. And also I apologize for my hoarse voice. I was at the baseball game last night cheering on my beloved Blue Jays. I mean Red Sox. No, Blue Jays. Because I'm Seth Meyers playing Dave Barclay. Complicated bit. That it's hard to keep track of in my head. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a Dave Barclay impression. Here we go. What does Dave Barclay do? Does anyone know?
Sketch comedy.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. You know what? I'm actually. I'm not going to do the impression right away. I'm going to warm up to that. I'm actually not very good at impressions. Back in in the SNL days, if you remember my impression of John Kerry, you're probably the only one. So what I'm going to do is the only actual comedy that I do, which is making fun of the news. I have a lot of different segments on my talk show, but they're actually all the same thing with different titles. Here's a list. Seth Meyers recurring segments. The monologue, where I make fun of the news. A closer look, where I make fun of the news for longer. A couple of things about the news. The check-in in the news. Hey, it's the news. You burnt. That's where I roast the news. The news is dumb. I hate news. This is stupid. Hey, look at this. What the heck? This just in. Surprised that hasn't come up yet. What is this? What else is in the news? News. Headlines. Did you hear about this? Things that happened today that are not old, they're news. Do you believe this? That's another segment I do. What in the world? And of course, crikey, that's just Australian news. I don't put on an accent for that one. That would be a different skill. Okay, so I'm going to warm up by just doing some news jokes about Dave Barclay's career. Okay, here we go. So Dave Barclay was recently on Murdoch Mysteries. When I say recently, I mean 7 years ago. But you wouldn't think so from the way that he mentions it to his elderly neighbor every day. I can relate. As Seth Meyers, I also mention my one role to my elderly neighbor every day, and it's the star of my own talk show. Go. So recently, Dave Barclay had a callback for a McCafe commercial. He almost got a role in a McCafe commercial, but the director said he couldn't sip coffee convincingly. So I did it. I have my own mug with my name on it. Also in the news, Dave Barclay celebrated his 15th year being the second thing that pops up when he Googles himself after the puppeteer for Jabba the Hutt. I can relate. When I Google myself, Seth Meyers, I'm the second thing that comes up after my very successful talk show starring myself. Anyway, that's the news about Dave Barclay. I'll collect this. I've been Dave Barclay. I mean Seth Meyers. I mean Dave Barclay.
We take you to late night with Seth Meyers.
And please welcome Pikachu.
It's so good to be here.
Okay, yeah, so I was backstage when you explained your whole conceit with you can speak English and you can also say Pika. Okay, so do you know do you know this guy?
The fuck is that?
Jabba the Hutt, famous puppet. My famous puppeteer, Dave Barclay.
He's not in the original 151. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's horrifying.
What's that?
That's horrifying.
Yeah, he's probably an evolution of like Bulbasaur or something.
Is this cardboard?
Bristol board, yeah.
Bristol board.
Yeah.
Dollarama?
Absolutely. So Pikachu, what I've heard from some children that you have maybe a new game coming out.
Yeah, I do, and actually so many advertisements for it on the Nintendo Switch too. There's another one. That's great.
And the Switch 2 is just like the first one, except
except with the 2 on it. Yeah. And $300 extra, so that makes no sense that there's a 2 when it's an added 3. But yeah.
I think you match that up.
I'm still going. Still me.
You seem exhausted.
Some people saying I'm losing my spark. Electric.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. I know all about Pokemon. Listen, I remember at one point you made a bit of a side quest as like a detective. Is that right?
I did. That was I was really high at the time. I was just really watching a lot of MacGyver and a lot of different detective shows. Hopefully, some of the audience knows MacGyver.
MacGyver fans?
Yeah! They're lying. But I was just. That was a time. It was fun. I got to wear clothes for once. It's not fun always being naked, but you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do. Look young forever. Am I right, guys? There you go. I'm also on the diabetic medicine. Oh my goodness.
Ozempic?
Thank you. Yes, that's the word.
Zootopia?
Exactly. As you can tell, I've lost a lot of weight since '89. I used to be so much cuter.
Too personal. Yeah.
That's life. Yeah.
A recent news item. We're in the dark.
That's specifically when there was no outlet. I had no spark in that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But still dollar store cardboard. Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
Bristol board. Yeah.
It was to take you behind the scenes a little bit. I got 2 pieces of Bristol board and cut them in 4.
You did that yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
Like
nice.
2 hours ago. The Crossways Dollarama, if anyone's familiar, that's West Station area.
Or were they in like an envelope, or you just held them in your hand, or?
Oh yeah, no, I tucked them in under my arm. Just took them on the bus.
Yeah, you didn't want anyone to see them, right?
No, I.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
The same. I don't care anymore.
Here we are. 2 showbiz veterans.
Yeah.
Always doing the same thing. That's our connection.
At least you have some spark.
It's very flattering, thank you. Any other like departures, kind of like the detective thing that you're playing, or they don't let you do that anymore?
I've tried an OnlyFans, but
You're already
the creator
naked
just
all the
died.
time,
Actually,
so.
yeah. Oh wait, what?
I'm just. What? Well, you're already naked all the time.
Exactly. That's why it didn't
So
work.
it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, do you want to see this? And they're like, yeah, we have. Around the world.
I tried to do it reverse, where I put more clothes on.
Oh, yes.
But that's
Classic reverse burlesque.
you kind of put on everything and then slowly unbutton it. No. So then I tried more buttons and I got 3 people.
Okay.
That was it.
Real niche perverts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said the founder of OnlyFans died, is that true?
Yeah, he was only 45. Great friend. Yeah. Yeah.
I normally follow the news. I know that.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah. I thought I could shock it out of him, but
Your powers.
no. No, it's not.
Normally, I guess, fighting other Pokemons.
That's how you pronounce it?
I would annoy my children.
Pikachu!